G'day guys, how you going? I'm in WA again for 2019 and I'm having an absolute ball. This is my campsite just here and it's been raining, so this morning I had to rush around, set up a tarp, and I've got a tub of water set up there, a few sieves and whatnot, and I thought because it's pretty bad weather today, I would take the opportunity to show you guys a technique that I use to extract gold from crushings. Now, I have been lucky enough to find a lot of specimens this year, and I mean a lot of specimens. So what I've done is I've crushed them up. Now, the problem with WA is water is extremely limited and you can only carry so much water. So I have a fix for that. It's a very quick way to extract the gold from my crushings. Now, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've been crushing, and then I'm going to show you the sizes that I've crushed, and I'm going to explain to you the technique that I'm going to use to very quickly and efficiently extract the gold from these crushings without wasting any water at all. This is very typical of the stuff that I've been crushing, lots of specimens, and if you have a look closely, there's gold just there and there's gold on that side as well. That's that bloke there, and let's have a look at this fella here. Now, some of this stuff is absolutely loaded with gold, but you may not be able to see it. This one you can just see tiny little speck there, right at the tip of my finger. So it might not look much, but he's probably got a fair bit of gold on him, that bloke. Put that fella there, and this one you can see quite easily. Where is he? Yeah, look at that little knob of gold right there in the centre. So that's what I've been crushing, and this is what I've ended up with. Down on this bucket here, I have this coarser material. This is the stuff that I'm going to be processing, and I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to process this. This has all been classified, and I classify my crushings down to different grades because I find it a lot quicker and more efficient to extract the gold. Okay, so whatever went through this sieve here, which is around about 1/12 of an inch, and what was caught by this sieve, which is a 30 mesh, is what's in this bucket. Okay, so it's the coarser material. Now, the material that went through this sieve is in this bucket. So this stuff is like talcum powder, and it's anything that went through this sieve here. So, you know, 30 mesh and above, 80, 100 mesh, talcum powder. Now, I'm not going to show you how to process this today. I'm going to save that for another video because it's a completely different method. However, you can process this in an area with very limited water quickly and efficiently. You just got to have the right setup, and that'll be another video. But this stuff here is the stuff that I'm about to process, and I'm going to show you how I do that. To process this material here, all I need is a tub of water. I need a big gold pan, and I need my 30 mesh sieve. The other thing I need is a good old plastic scoop. I'm going to need a smaller gold pan, and last but not least, a spoon. Okay, before I get started, I just want to show you something. I got two spoonfuls of this stuff here, and that's the result right there. That was only 2 spoonfuls. So there's a fair bit of gold in this material, and I'm going to show you a technique that I use to get it out fairly quickly without wasting any water, and it's a really simple method. Okay, so I grab my 30 mesh sieve, grab my scoop, and without spilling any, because I know how good this dirt is, I'll just put it over this pan just in case. I'm now going to put 4 scoops straight into this sieve. So that's 4 scoops. And this is what I do. Simply submerge the sieve in the tub of water. Letting it drop and then catching with my fingers so it's a sharp upward and down movement. And you'll notice that I'm rotating the sieve around anti-clockwise. You can go clockwise, but my natural tendency is anti-clockwise. And what that's doing now is the up and down motion is causing all the heavy material, being the gold, to go right to the bottom of this sieve. Also, whilst it's rotating anti-clockwise, it's also centering the gold. So what I do is I also give it a bit of a sideways shimmy like this, 90-degree angle turn, gentle sideways shimmy, then continue up and down and rotating, just like this. Now I normally do it for around about no less than 30 seconds up towards about a minute, because I want to make sure every single bit of gold gets to the bottom of that sieve and has a chance to walk into the centre. Rightio. So all I do now is I grab my big gold pan and I'm now going to turn it over upside down into this pan. Rightio. Let's have a look at this. Check this out. You'll notice in the centre, once I turn the sieve over, there's kind of a bit of a black area, and that's known as the heart. At least in the sapphiring world, that's what we call it. Because the technique I just used is exactly the same technique that I use for sapphiring. Now I'm going to zoom in so you can see exactly how much gold's sitting here on top of this sieve. See all that yellow stuff? That is all gold. And you can see it's all concentrated into the centre. And I didn't waste a single bit of water. Really, really quick and easy. The secret is the material has to be clean of all the fine dirt and silt. So all you're doing is sieving the coarse material. Lots and lots of gold there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab that teaspoon and I'm going to put it into the other pan. And we'll do that now. So you can even just see from this distance, you can just see a yellow tinge in the centre. All that gold. So all I do now is I just scrape it up and I'll put it in this other pan. And I just lightly skim the top Just looking for all the bits of gold. See, there's a few bits there still. Try to take as least amount as possible, and ideally I will sieve this 3 times just to make sure. So that's it. Pretty well, most of that gold is now in this little pan here. So we'll quickly pan that out and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so I'm not going to pan the dirt into the tub. There's such a small amount of dirt here, or gravel really, I don't need to. All I'm going to do is exactly the same technique that I would be using if I was normally panning, but right at the very last stage, where you'll see it's the only time I lift my pan out of the water. Short backwards and forwards movements, making sure all that gold goes right down into the bottom of the V, and then simply the twist and the twirl, and have a look in the left hand side there. Have a go at that. There is a lot of gold in this gravel. In the absence of being able to run a sluice, this is a really quick and easy way that I have come up with to extract the gold out of that gravel. Now remember though, this is the coarse material. It's not the fine dust stuff. That's a whole different ball game because there is so much silt and fine material in it. But that'll give you an idea of just how rich those crushings are. To give you an idea, I did a bucket of that stuff the other day, and just the coarse material came to 27 grams. So I think this bucket here is going to have similar, if not better, results. 4 of those scoops, and there's still at least a quarter, actually more like a third, probably over a third of a bucket still there. And that's the result right there. Not bad, eh? Gotta be happy with that. Now this stuff over here, you can't do this method with that stuff because it's just too fine. I'm going to do another video and show you a way that you can process this also with limited water. A little bit more water than we're using here now for this one, but you can still get away with it. Anyway guys, that's just a very quick way that you can extract your gold from your crushings with very limited water, and you can use it over and over again. Thanks for watching.